CTV News at 5 with Hudson Mack.
Good evening. Fire broke out on board a BC ferry today on its way to Nanaimo this morning, forcing the ship to turn around and evacuate. The Queen of New Westminster reversed course when the fire alarms sounded about 10 minutes after leaving the Tsawwassen terminal. The fire was burning below decks in the bow of the ship. All passengers made it safely off the ferry, but 3 crew members were sent to the hospital suffering from smoke inhalation. CTV's Andrew Johnson reports.
The coastal Inspiration glides into Duke Point, carrying passengers who thought they'd be here a lot sooner on a different ferry.
There was an alarm, and we were told that there was an incident on board and that we were going to have to stop.
That was about 10:15 this morning when the Queen of New Westminster had just left the Tsawwassen terminal. A fire was detected below the car deck in the bow thruster compartment.
The fire suppression system was activated and it put out the fire. The deluge system, or the fire suppression system on the main car deck, was activated towards the bow of the vessel. There were cars on the main car deck, but they were more towards the aft end of the ship.
No one was in the compartment when the fire started, but 3 crew members suffered smoke inhalation and were treated in hospital.
Well, we don't know exactly what caused the fire. We will be doing a thorough investigation, but I know that our crews acted quickly. They mustered the fire party and we returned the ship to dock as soon as possible.
Once the ferry docked at Tsawwassen, where Delta firefighters were waiting, all 125 passengers were evacuated. Those who drove onto the ferry were allowed back on board to collect their vehicles before everyone was loaded onto the 12:45 Coastal Inspiration sailing. Passengers are praising BC Ferries staff, who they say remained cool under pressure.
The crew was so professional. I mean, there was angry people, but you can't help something like that.
The Queen of New Westminster has been pulled from service for the rest of the day, and 5 sailings between Duke Point and Tsawwassen have been cancelled. It's an inconvenience for hundreds on both sides of the water, but the evacuees we spoke to say they are far from upset.
Out of it all, we got a free lunch and a free bran muffin, so it was a very good experience in that respect.
BC Ferries says fires on its vessels are extremely rare, and most importantly, in this case, no one was seriously hurt.
BC Ferries tells CTV News it should know within the hour whether the Queen of New Westminster will be back in service tomorrow or it'll be out another day.